Happy New Week, guys. Happy New Week. It's a pleasure having you here. Today is the 12th of June, 2023. And today we're going to briefly be talking about the first thing you need to do before placing trades. As we all know, the market just started, so probably it might be a bit slow, right? But of course, you need to always consult your fundamentals. That is the first thing you need to do before you start placing trades via the technical, via your charts. So if you look at what we have right in front of us, we have the calendar from Forex Battery. Right, so this is a good place. I've been using them for years, a good place to get the news from. And if you look very well, we have the news coming out all the way from Sunday, and we scroll down all the way to Friday to cover the information for this week. And as you can see, we have a whole lot of news coming out this week. But then I always inform traders that you don't need to pay attention to all the news. Why? Because some of them are not as important as others. Like if you check the impact, the first one here is non-economic, which is bank holiday. That is not important as such based on volatility because it's all about the volatility that is going to be introduced in the market, and then it's going to help you to have a better understanding of how the market should move around that news period. So you have the yellow, which is low impact, you have the orange, which is medium impact, and then you have the red, which is high impact. So I always tell traders pay attention to the high impact news, strictly the high impact news. And that's why if you go over to your filter over here, go over to your filter, I can easily turn off every other news apart from the high impact. And I'm going to show you because we pay more attention to the high impact news. Now I'm turning off, I'm unticking the low, the medium, the low here, which is yellow, the medium, orange, and of course, non-economic. I've turned them off. I'm going to click on apply filter, and you can see we only have the high impact news, which is what we should be focusing on. And what we have for this week, yes, what we have for this week, we have for the pounds, the climate count change, very important. And of course, the US dollar, on Tuesday, for the US dollar by 1:30 p.m. UK time, we have the CPI, right? We have the Consumer Price Index. Trust me, this CPI is very important and it tends to come with a lot of volatility, right? I remember the volatility from last year, August, thereabout. It was so heavy. A lot of things happened during that news period. There was slippage. The spread increased. A lot of people lost money because of how the market moved during this new CPI. So pay attention to the CPI for the US dollar by 1:30 p.m. is bound to be heavy. And if you go on Wednesday, we also have for the dollar, we have for the dollar as well, the producer price index, and also look forward to Wednesday's FOMC. Right. So this week we also have the Fed. Of course, you know what they're talking about to hike the rates or not hike the rates, and of course we know the probability of them hiking the rate is high based on the inflation that has been here for a while now. So if you look at what we have in the calendar for the rest of the week. If we scroll down, you can see that was Wednesday. And then we have for Thursday and Friday. You can see also for Thursday, we have news coming out for the dollar. It seems practically we have news coming out for the dollar almost every day in this week. You need to be careful. As a trader, you need to be careful with any instrument, with any currency pair that has the USD inside, as there's going to be some volatility in the market. And of course, we have the BOJ press conference as well, the monetary policy statement. And of course, we'll wait to see how their interest rates would be. Most likely, they're going to hike the rate. As you can see, expectation is 60.2 as opposed to 59.2 from the last one. And we'll see how everything is going to play out at the end of the day, right? So if you look at what we have for the calendar, as we said, the first thing we need to always check on is the calendar before you cross over to your technicals, your charts, and then start to figure out where you're going to buy, where you're going to sell, and the rest of them based on your analysis, market analysis. first thing you always need to do is to consult your calendar, your fundamentals. And of course, the first thing we can do is to consult for the scheduled news, the news coming out at particular times for the day or for the week or for the month and so on. So apart from the scheduled news, we also have the breaking. But the breaking, nobody knows when it's going to occur, right? And that's why for the breaking news, I always tell traders, ensure you have your stop loss in place just to protect yourself accordingly, right? So with that said, we hope that this video has been helpful. We hope that what we've talked about with respect to the first thing to always do before you start placing trades, because I know for a fact that traders, when the market opens for the new week, the first thing they're doing is rushing to their charts. But no, it's not what you're supposed to do. First thing you're supposed to do is to check the calendar before rushing to your charts, right? And of course, it will help you to avoid unnecessary losses at the end of the day. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully the video was helpful, and if it was, do give it a thumbs up. If you are new or you're yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and of course, if you have any questions in the comment section below, drop your questions and we'll get back to you in good time. Thank you guys. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye and God bless. Cheers.